Obviously dipping back like a couple years. I mean, you end up getting that big knockout win from Beck the Bully, and
Yeah.
it brings you to a Munguia fight. Um, walk me by like as far as Munguia got a fight coming up with Canelo. I mean, as far as Munguia is concerned, a lot of people say, "Yo, his resume is not necessarily to par. He's not ready for guys like that." Um, you've been in the ring with him. What's your thoughts?
On Munguia. Well,
Yeah.
I'm saying, man, if you look at it, he's a young fighter. Um, they moved him right, became a world champion at 54. You know what I'm saying? And he hasn't beat like, you know, a huge name or anything, but you know what I'm saying, man, he's done his part. You know what I'm saying? I think he put himself in a position where he deserves this fight with Canelo. And it's a fight that is winnable for him because Canelo's on that catch and shoot type of attack now, where Canelo before would slip and move and throw combinations. Now Canelo's kind of walking you down with the high guard, and he's throwing that one shot counter. Where how's that going to do against Munguia, who's a volume puncher? You know what I'm saying, he's throwing 6 punches at a time, so he might be able to work. He might be able to outwork Canelo. You feel me? So it's interesting, man. It's an interesting fight.
Um, how do you see it playing out?
You know what I'm saying? I think, man, is honestly, bro, like it's a hard fight in the sense of like for Canelo got the punching power. I think out of the two fighters, the punching power is gonna come from Canelo. I think if anyone was to knock anyone out, it would be Canelo. I don't really see Munguia stopping Canelo. Um, you know what I mean? But it's just like it depends because Canelo has to go back to the combinations. He has to go back to like 4 punch combinations, rip it to the body, jabbing a lot more, and we need to see more head movement from Canelo. And then Munguia, man, he just got to be busy. It's like when me and Munguia fought, man, his activity was high, and our fight was fight of the year because it was each round the volume was extremely high. You feel me? And I feel like that's the approach he needs to take going into the fight with Canelo, and just outwork the older fighter because Canelo's not old as far as age. He's only 34, 35, but he's been a pro boxer since 15. So he's been in the game for 20 years. That's a lot of wear and tear. So maybe a lot of mileage on him that Munguia can take advantage of.
So you're kind of like telling me if Canelo goes in this a regular game plan, slowly with the high guard, just letting him collect the rounds early, he needs to change his game plan to be able to win a Munguia, as you're saying.
Yeah, he needs to go back to like, let's say, like the style that he fought Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Where he made Danny Jacobs miss a lot because he was moving his head. He was slipping and rolling, and then he was throwing combinations, slipping, rolling, making Jacobs miss, and then he was making him pay with combinations. Where now you just see Canelo walking you down with the high guard, and he's catching, and then he's shooting one big shot. Where I don't think that's going to work with Munguia because Munguia is going to keep letting his hands go, and Munguia got a good jab. I think Munguia's going to he'll let his hands go, and he'll pop that jab out, and he has the range and he has the height on Canelo. So I feel like Canelo, in order for him to be, to get that win, he got to go back to a little bit of his old self, combinations and slipping and rolling.
So you're looking at that as a 50-50 in your eyes.
Yeah, I mean, no, I would give Canelo more of an edge. I would give Canelo more of an edge just because he does have the punching power, and I think it's gonna be a fight of pride, where it's like it's Mexico on the line. You know what I'm saying?